Hi there. Today I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about whether or not to have bucks on your property or not. A lot of different ideas out there about whether to do it or not. We had no bucks the first year or two when we had goats, and it was just a real hassle to get with those that did have bucks. You know, to discuss a buck fee and also when to get them. A lot of people do drive-by buck service, and what that is you need to contact the farm with the buck when the doe is in heat, and so that could be really tricky. It could be in the middle of the night, and by the time you get her there, you don't know if she's in standing heat, which means that she'll actually stand for the buck or not. So it can be really tricky when you do not have bucks around to know when they're in heat, but also to get with the farms. It can be a real hassle. It also is, you know, an immediate need. It's kind of an emergency because they can go in and out of heat so quickly. So we keep a few bucks on our property. The Nigerian dwarf buck is the smallest one. He's pretty easy to contain. During rut season, mating season, he does get a little stinky and aggressive, a little bit more aggressive. So we just try to feed him over the fence and the water him over the fence and not go in, so that we're not, you know, in any danger. We also have a Saanen Nubian buck mix. This is his second year. He was born last year, so we're not quite sure how smelly and big he's going to get, but he's so calm. He hasn't jumped our fences to get to the girls yet or anything. So, so far so good with the bucks. And keeping them is just so much more convenient. We can put them in for a couple months, or put them in when we know the girls are in heat, when they're standing at the fence or calling to the bucks. One thing, you can work out where you can keep them for a couple months, but there's also a risk. I had an acquaintance who borrowed a buck, and the buck got his foot caught in their fence and broke it, and so they had to pay a lot of money to get his leg fixed. So there's some risk in keeping other people's bucks too. So that's just some food for thought on whether or not you should keep a buck for your breeding purposes. There's also to take into consideration, you know, disease, vaccination as well. So you can get paperwork from it, but things like CL and stuff can spread, so you know, you are taking a risk when you have someone else's buck on your property. You want to make sure it's someone you trust and someone who tests their herd as well. Please don't forget to thumbs up the video and subscribe for more helpful hints. Also check out our other videos. I'll have some links here for you to click on.